Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on some altcoin analysis.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a listener sent in this transcript from a YouTube video, kind of like, an altcoins for beginners guide.
Okay, interesting.
So our mission today is to, really break it down,
Uh,
see what's valuable, help you guys apply these insights to your own, crypto journey. And thankfully, I've got our crypto expert here to help us make sense of it all.
well, it does seem like it's for, kind of everyday investors, not so much like seasoned traders.
Right.
But what's interesting is like even though it's casual, the speaker really stresses this point about not chasing pumps.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, be patient, think about strategic entry points, all that, which I think is like a great foundation for anyone really who wants to get into altcoins.
Okay, so don't chase pumps. That's the mantra.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but how do we actually do that? Like, how do we know when the right time to buy is?
Well, they talk a lot about this chart pattern. It's called the cup and handle.
Okay.
It's it's basically a visual like representation of a coin's price action.
Uh-huh.
And it can like hint that a breakout might be coming. So the cup part, that's like a period of consolidation, after a downtrend where the price moves sideways, makes a U shape.
Okay.
Then you get this like little upward breakout, but then there's a slight dip, and that makes the
So
handle.
it's like the coin is like taking a break,
Yeah.
building up energy before it makes a move.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Not every single cup and handle like leads to a surge. You need to look for confirmation.
Oh, okay.
The speaker says one way to do that is like to check if the price is touching these support and resistance lines, multiple times when the pattern's forming.
Okay, so remind me, support is.
Support is like the price level where there's more buying pressure than selling pressure, so it like prevents the price from dropping further.
Okay.
Resistance is the opposite. That's where selling kicks in.
Gotcha.
So if you see multiple touches of these lines during that cup and handle formation, it could mean it's like a stronger pattern,
Right, right.
more likely to actually break out.
So it's not just about seeing the cup and handle. It's about, like, these extra clues,
Yeah.
making sure it's reliable.
It's like, imagine a detective, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They need multiple pieces of evidence before they say, this is it.
That's a good analogy.
And just like with detective work, context is everything. Like, they point out that DOGE and SOI, even though they're like showing this cup and handle thing, they're considered too late to buy now.
Oh.
Yeah, because they've already surged, so that breakout might be over.
Ah,
So buying at the top, that's risky because then a pullback is more likely.
right. It's that buy low, sell high,
Yeah,
but like with chart patterns.
exactly.
So even if we see that cup and handle, we need to see, like, where is it in the overall price cycle?
Totally. And this is where understanding TVL comes in.
TVL.
Yeah, total value locked. Think of it like measuring how much money is locked into a crypto project.
Okay.
So like a high TVL that's growing, that suggests the ecosystem is healthy, it's active, which could be good for the future price.
Okay, yeah.
They use APT as an example.
Hmm.
It's got this surging TVL and the cup and handle pattern, so it's looking interesting from an investment angle.
So TVL adds another layer of information. It's like
Yeah.
differentiating between pumps and like real strength.
Exactly, exactly. And speaking of underlying strength, they talk about R&DR.
Okay.
It's an AI and compute platform. What's interesting is this thing already had a massive rally in 2023, like went up 34x.
Whoa, 34x.
Yeah, but now it's pulled back, significantly. And the speaker's saying this pullback might be setting up another cup and hand, so like a good entry point.
Oh, wow. That 34x definitely got my attention.
All right. And here's where the video gets like really practical. They
Yeah.
talk about this tool, the Fibonacci extension.
Right.
It helps you, identify potential price targets,
Yeah.
put it on the chart, and it shows you these levels where the price might, hit resistance or find support.
Gotcha.
Not a guarantee, of course, but it's another like tool to help you make better decisions.
Okay, so Fibonacci, chart patterns, TVL. This is getting pretty complex.
It can be a lot, but the main thing is the speaker's advocating for this like multifaceted approach. They're not just looking at charts. They're thinking about fundamentals too. Like they mention HND,
Uh-huh.
backed by BlackRock, the biggest asset manager out there. That kind of institutional interest, that can really move the price, so it's worth paying attention to.
So it's not just technical analysis, it's understanding like the whole context.
Exactly. The trends, the fundamentals, who's involved, all of it. And they're like always reminding people, do your own research. Dig deeper into the projects that, catch your eye.
Okay, so don't chase pumps, think about all the factors. Always do your own research.
Yeah.
That's good advice. But there's some things I'm still, curious about. Like the speaker mentions analyzing trends, like this whole AI craze,
Right.
to find good coins. But how do they actually do that? Where do they even start?
That's a great question. And luckily, the video actually goes into that. Like they show their process with real examples, how to use platforms like CoinMarketCap to find trends and those potential hidden gems within those trends.
Well, that sounds useful. It's like a roadmap almost.
Yeah,
So when we come back for part two, let's unpack that process, like step by step.
sounds good. We'll go deeper into trend analysis, chart patterns, all those examples. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Last time we were talking about, how to spot buying opportunities, using chart patterns, looking at things like TVL, institutional interest, all that. So in this part, let's actually look at some of those altcoin examples. The specific ones, the speaker highlights in the video. Remember, these are just, starting points. Always do your own research before investing in anything.
Okay, so let's put all this into practice. We were talking about RNDR before the break, the AI and compute platform that went up like crazy last year. What's the speaker saying about it now?
Right. So RNDR, it went up a crazy 34x in 2023.
Yeah.
Hard to ignore that, right? And since then, it's corrected, quite a bit, retraced a good chunk of those gains. But here's the interesting thing. The speaker's saying this pullback could be setting up another buying opportunity.
Really? Even after that huge rally, how could there be more growth potential there?
Well, they're showing that RNDR is, forming what looks like a cup and handle pattern on the chart. Remember that pattern we talked about. Consolidation, then potential breakout. They even use that Fibonacci extension tool, the one we mentioned, to project a possible price target, like around $29.
Wait, $29?
Uh-huh.
That's more than double what it's at right now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see why this Fibonacci thing is so interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool tool. But remember, it's not like a crystal ball or anything, just one piece of the puzzle. And the speaker really emphasizes, don't just rely on technical analysis, even when it looks good like this.
So what else should we be looking at along with the chart patterns?
Well, they keep saying, look at the fundamentals, Like with RNDR, they point out that it's like leading the way in decentralized GPU rendering.
Right.
It's a big deal. It means it's meeting a real need, applications and tons of stuff like gaming, visual effects, all that.
So strong fundamentals plus a potentially bullish chart pattern. That's a powerful combo. What other altcoins did they look at?
Well, they also talk about APT.
Oh, right, APT. We mentioned that one.
It's showing that cup and handle too. But what's really interesting is that its TVL is growing so fast.
Right. Right. It's like a measure of how much faith people have in the project. And the speaker saying this, combined with the chart, could mean a price surge.
Yeah, that's their take. They're highlighting $8 as like a key entry point, a good level to start building a position. But again, do your own research, right? Look into APT, what it does, what problems it solves, and decide if it fits with your investment goals.
Don't just blindly follow the charts or the speaker's picks. Got it.
Exactly. Now remember HND, the one backed by BlackRock. They seem pretty optimistic about this one. It's actually already broken out of its cup and handle pattern.
So it's like one step ahead.
You could say that. But even though it's showing, signs of an upward move, they're not saying to chase it at any price. They're like, wait for a strategic entry, maybe like when it retests those previous highs.
Okay, so a more calculated approach. Wait for confirmation. Okay, what about that gaming ecosystem coin, BMX?
BMX, yeah. The speaker seems really into this one.
Okay.
They say it has this huge ecosystem, over 30 games are already being built on it. And guess what? The price chart is showing, yep, you guessed it, another cup and handle.
Whoa, are all coins forming this pattern right now?
Haha, not quite. But it is a common pattern and a powerful one, especially in a bull market. Remember, it means the coin is consolidating, getting ready for a possible breakout. But again, the speaker keeps saying the pattern itself isn't enough.
All right. We need to look at the bigger picture of the fundamentals. So what about BMX? What's the story there?
Well, that's where the real research starts. They're encouraging people to go beyond the chart. Check the website, the white paper, understand the team, the tech. Do your due diligence, basically.
Okay, so CoinMarketCap helps us find these potential hidden gems, but we got to do the homework ourselves.
Exactly. Now they move on to another AI coin, Near Protocol. This one's a bit more established, bigger market cap than TBZA. But what's interesting is Near also had a big pullback since March, like 65%.
So it's kind of like RNDR. It's gone through a correction, Could there be another buying opportunity there?
The speaker thinks there might be. They point out that near is getting close to this key trend line, could act as support, but they're also like, don't jump in too soon, wait for a clearer cup and handle to form, or at least, a rounded base.
Okay, so even in a hot sector like AI, we need to be picky and patient.
Exactly. It's all about calculated risk, strategic entries, all that. And they make this like really important point. The reason these coins, TDZA, near RNDR, got to these big market caps, it's because they're actually solving real problems. They've got strong fundamentals.
Right, so it's not just hype. It's about like finding projects that have real value, long-term potential.
Exactly. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from all this. The speaker is giving us a framework, right, for how to approach altcoins smartly. It's not about chasing pumps or following the herd. It's about finding those promising trends, then those hidden gems within the trends, and doing your research to make sure they're worth investing in.
So it's like a treasure hunt, but instead of gold, we're looking for altcoins.
Exactly. And the tools and strategies we've talked about, you can use them for any sector, not just AI. Gaming, DeFi, metaverse, whatever you're into. Find the trends, look for the patterns, and then do your homework.
That's great advice. So for our listener who sent this in, what does it all mean for them?
It means they've got a good starting point for their altcoin journey. They've got some specific coins to research: RNDR, APT, HND, BMX, TBZA, NEAR, all showing potentially bullish signals and strong fundamentals. And they've got a framework, right, to find more of these gems using CoinMarketCap and all that.
Right. It's about empowering yourself, getting the knowledge, and then, actually taking action.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to dive in, explore different projects, see where the altcoin rabbit hole takes you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Crypto is always changing, so stay curious. Keep learning. That's key.
For sure. Well, that's it for part 2 of our altcoin deep dive. Back after the break for the final part. Okay, we're back for the last part of our altcoin deep dive. We've covered a lot: chart patterns, fundamentals, even that Fibonacci thing. But now I really want to see how we actually find those hidden gem altcoins before they, take off.
Yeah, me too. And that's what's cool about this video. They actually show you how they do it. In this part, they're walking us through like how to use CoinMarketCap to find promising altcoins. Are you familiar with CoinMarketCap?
Yeah, definitely spend some time there, mostly to check prices, market caps, that kind of stuff. But I'm guessing there's a lot more to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's tons of info there to help you like spot trends and stuff. So for example, they go to the trending section for AI coins.
Okay.
Remember how we were saying it's important to focus on, promising sectors? Well, AI is definitely hot right now.
Right, makes sense. So they're starting broad with AI, then narrowing it down. What do they do next?
Well, they go through that list of trending AI coins, and they pick one that, catches their eye. It's called TBZA.
TBZA. Okay, I actually haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, see? That's the point. They're showing us how to use CoinMarketCap to, like, uncover these lesser-known coins that could have, huge potential.
Gotcha. So TBZA, I'm guessing they pull up the price chart next.
Of course. They love those chart patterns. And wouldn't you know it, TBZA is showing, yep, another cup and handle.
No way. Seriously. Are all coins doing this right now?
Haha, not quite. But it is, like, a really common and powerful pattern, especially when the market's bullish. Remember, it suggests consolidation, building up energy before a breakout. But they're always saying, the pattern alone isn't enough.
Right. We need to look at the fundamentals too. So what about TBZA? What does it do?
Well, that's where the real digging begins. They're saying, go beyond the chart, look at their website, the white paper, understand the team, the tech, do your due diligence, basically.
Okay, so CoinMarketCap helps us find them, but then it's on us to decide if it's worth it. I got it.
Exactly. So they move on to another AI coin, NEAR Protocol. This one's a little more, established, bigger market cap than TBZA. But what's interesting is NEAR's also had a big pullback since March, like 65%.
So it's kind of like RNDR. It's gone through that correction.
Yeah.
So is there like a buying opportunity here too?
Well, they think there might be. They're pointing out that NEAR is getting close to this like key trend line, could be support. But they're also saying, be careful about jumping in too early. Wait for like a clearer cup and handle, or at least a rounded base before you consider buying.
Okay, so even with AI, we got to be smart, got to be patient. Not every dip is a buy signal.
Exactly. Calculated risk, all that. And then they make this really like important point. They're saying the reason these coins, TBZA, NEAR,
Mm.
RNDR, got to these big market caps is because they're actually solving real problems. They have strong
It's
fundamentals.
not just hype then. It's about like real value, long-term potential.
Exactly. And I think that's like the biggest takeaway here, this whole, framework they're giving us for approaching altcoins in a smarter way,
Yeah.
not chasing pumps, not following the crowd, finding the promising trends, then the hidden gems within those trends, and then doing your own research to make sure it's a good investment.
Yeah, like a treasure hunt.
Exactly. And you can use these tools, these strategies for any sector, not just AI, gaming, DeFi, metaverse, whatever. Find the trends, look for those patterns, and then, do your homework.
Love it. So for our listener who sent us this transcript, what's the takeaway for them?
I think it means they've got a great starting point, for their altcoin journey. They've got specific coins to check out: RNDR, APT, HND, BAMX, TBZA, NEAR, all showing, those potentially bullish signals. And they've got this framework now to find even more using CoinMarketCap and all that.
Awesome. So it's about knowledge, then action. Don't be afraid to dive in, explore, see where it takes you.
Exactly. Crypto is always changing, so stay curious, keep learning. That's like the most important thing.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps up our altcoin deep dive. Huge thanks to our expert for breaking this all down.
Happy to do it. Always love talking crypto.
And to our listener, we hope this was helpful. Remember, the crypto market's full of opportunities, but you got to be smart. You got to be informed. Happy investing. And until next time, keep those thinking caps on.